Welcome to Golf Etiquette Essentials, and congratulations on making what might be the smartest career move you didn't know you needed to make. Now, I know what you're thinking. Golf etiquette, really? I'm here to learn about personal finance, not hold a golf club. And you're absolutely right to think that. This course probably does seem completely out of place. But here's the thing. Golf is everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Your boss plays golf, your biggest clients play golf, the promotion you want, the person that makes the decision probably spent last weekend on a golf course. Whether it's for fun, for business, for networking, golf is so pervasive in professional circles that you've probably already thought about it or will definitely be invited to experience it at some point in your career. And here's the brutal truth. You don't need to be good at golf to benefit from golf, but you absolutely cannot afford to be bad at golf etiquette. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're finally invited to that company golf outing you've been hoping for. You show up in cargo shorts and a tank top, you drive the golf cart right up to the green, you talk during everyone's swing, you spend 10 minutes looking for every lost ball. You throw your club after a bad shot, and you have no idea why everyone seems frustrated with you. Congratulations, you just became that person. The person who doesn't get invited back. The person who made 3 other people's day miserable. The person who might as well have worn a sign that says, "I don't understand professional settings." But it doesn't have to be that way, because here's what most people don't realize. Golf etiquette isn't really about golf at all. It's about respect, consideration, and understanding social dynamics. It's about showing that you can handle yourself in a professional environment. And most importantly, it's about not making other people angry or frustrated because you simply don't know how you're supposed to behave. Think about it this way. You wouldn't show up to a business dinner and eat with your hands, talk with your mouth full, and leave without paying your share, not because you're a bad person, but because you understand that there are expectations and norms that make the experience better for everyone involved. Golf is exactly the same way. There are expectations and norms. The difference is nobody taught you these things. Nobody sat you down and explained that you shouldn't walk on someone's putting line, or that you need to repair your ball marks, or that ready golf is a thing that exists. Until now. In this course, we're going to cover everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. We're talking about what to wear so you look like you belong, not like you're heading to the gym. We're talking about how to behave on every part of the golf course so you never slow down play or annoy your playing partners. We're talking about the unwritten rules that everyone just assumes you know. We're going to talk about why you don't drive the cart up to the green, why you yell "4" when your ball goes sideways, why you fix pitch marks and repair divots, and why looking presentable actually matters more than you think. You'll learn how to keep track of your score honestly, how to take the right clubs when you leave the cart, why you never stand directly behind someone who's hitting, and how to handle those awkward moments when someone offers you a gimme putt. We'll cover the art of asking for yardage without asking what club someone else is hitting, how to be pleasant instead of making constant excuses for your bad shots, and why having enough supplies like tees and ball markers make you look prepared instead of unprepared. You'll understand how honor works on the tees, why the farthest player hits first, why the closest player to the hole goes first when you're off the green, and most importantly, how to keep pace so you're not holding up everyone behind you. And yes, we'll even talk about when and how to let faster groups play through, how to avoid taking long breaks that slow down the entire course, and all those other little details that separate the people who know what they're doing from the people who are just hoping nobody notices. Now, I want to be crystal clear about something. This course is not about making you a great golfer. You might still hit the ball into the woods. You might still take 6 shots to get out of a sand trap. You might still miss 3-foot putts, and that's perfectly fine. What this course will do is make sure that your lack of golf skill doesn't turn into a lack of respect from the people you're playing with. Because at the end of the day, most golfers understand that not everyone is good at golf. But nobody understands why someone can't follow basic courtesy and common sense. When you finish this course, you'll be able to walk onto any golf course, from the most casual public course to the most exclusive country club, and fit in perfectly. You'll know exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to do it in a way that shows respect for the game, respect for the course, and respect for the people you're playing with. And that, my friend, is going to make you the kind of person that people want to invite to golf outings, business events, and networking opportunities. Because you'll be the person who makes the day better for everyone else, instead of the person who makes everyone wish they'd stay home. So let's get started. By the time we're done, you're going to know more about golf etiquette than 90% of people who have been playing golf for years. And trust me, that's going to make all the difference.